I mean, being an e-commerce company, yeah, we see the seasonality just around the major holidays, the Memorial Days, the 4th of July, the Labor Days, and especially during Christmas time where we do pretty much a majority of our business.
The candle business is definitely seasonal, so folks really enjoy burning their candles in the fall and the holiday season, it seems like. So we really start to gear up around the 4th of July. After that, we are here almost 24/7 until about Thanksgiving is when it kind of stops.
Starting around October, or maybe even towards the end of September, we start really getting busy all the way up until Christmas time. That's our peak season. That's when we're running double shifts, we're at peak volume in orders and production.
As you can imagine, I mean, we wish customers were buying gifts all year round, but of course we've got 5 major holidays where we really do have a crunch. Of course, some of those things like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, and then especially as we gear up towards the busiest season, which is the Christmas holiday. As you can imagine, for us, it's not economical to keep labor around full-time year-round. Obviously, as we have our different hills and valleys throughout the business, we've relied on Veryable for that part to kind of help fill the gap.
You never know 100% when you come into your day what it's going to look like production-wise. One of the nice things with Veryable is we can really adapt quickly. Sometimes from like one day to the next day we can adapt, but also we've had some situations where the same day we realize that, oh, we come in on a Monday and we have 3,000 more orders than what we were expecting. And so by 10 o'clock, we can have another group of people coming in.
We're having the chance to adjust that labor volume based on the orders we see coming in the recent 12 hours. So depending on the timing of that, it can obviously help us forecast that staffing need as well to bring in additional labor to really help us get across that finish line and get it out as quick as possible.
And every hour counts. That trickles down. If we don't have someone there to fulfill the order, then the order takes longer to get out, and then the longer the order takes to get out, the less likely we're going to have a repeat customer.
We have to react fast with our labor. I remember one time I got a phone call from our scheduler that was like, hey, we missed this order. It has to ship out Monday. You have to give me a production line this weekend. I was in Chicago at the time, so I hopped on Veryable, posted out the positions, knew the folks that were applying and knew how great they would be, and was able to create a roster from a whole different state. We were able to save that PO and make the customer really happy at the end of the day.
From orders coming in from e-commerce, we see volume changes with that. But also we have projects where we do kit a lot of things here, so we might see one week where we do need an additional capacity to kit, so we add in operators for that. And then also we have some other projects where we might just need to be labeling something, so we can bring in operators for just that specific project. And then after the project's over with, we don't have to, hang on to that additional labor.
We noticed that we were getting a normally high order volume with the integration of our new Arctic machine that's engraving things for us. So we needed to be able to run a second shift, extra 4 or 5 hours a day. And with the help of Veryable, we were able to get that worked out really quickly, and it was really sustainable throughout our peak season. It's something we're looking to do going forward.
Working with the Veryable operators are just like any, they could be our full-time employee. I don't see really any difference. They all come in prepared. A majority of them have worked in a warehouse environment, and everybody just jumps right in, and we're able to put them to task, give them the instructions. And that was one of my fears early on, was about training and stuff like that. And speaking with our Veryable reps, they said, no, I mean, they've been around warehouses before. They're gonna understand, the gist of it. Maybe not exactly what you would like them to do, but show them some instruction and let them go. And sure enough, it's all working out.
It was really easy to just be able to post something up and have people come in, and a lot of the times those people really enjoyed coming back. Once you meet that person, you make that connection, it's nice being able to okay, at least we know when we need somebody and they're available, they can just jump in and they already know what to do.
Once we got started, I realized that there were folks that were really skilled in positions that I didn't know they would be working with Veryable. I even have some folks on Veryable who are better quality control managers than my own staff.
But if we saw let's say a Monday we come in and we've had a few weekend days of orders coming in, we could get a dozen people to come in and help us. And most of the time we already had people in kind of our labor pool that knew they had the skill set for our operation. and they were able to just jump right in with whatever task that they were needed to do.
The worst part of my job is laying somebody off, telling somebody that I don't have work to provide you, I can't support your home life or your livelihood, and lay somebody off. That is the worst day. It happens every year with our business. It just kind of takes a downturn at the first of the year, right after holidays, and we expect about 30% of our workforce to be laid off. That didn't happen this year, and it's because with Veryable, I'm able to scale up and go crazy bonkers when I need to, but I'm also able to pull back.
You know, it's tough to carry a large staff when you have peaks and valleys, so it's nice to be able to basically on demand bring in extra associates when needed or reduce the staff when needed.
But even in our busy season right around Christmas time, we were still meeting our deadlines. And because we had a variable workforce that was able to come in and help us, if we needed 5 people one day, we could have 5 people and get all of our jobs out.
It has been an absolute lifesaver in our business. I had no idea how effective it would be until we survived our busiest season and our payroll was 15% less than it was the year before.
I'm going to say ballpark maybe 350 K for overtime for peak Q4 only last year. This year's overtime was approximately 30,000. So we're talking about almost a 300% savings in relationship to where we are, and really for the overtime lever alone, reduce that cost tremendously.
Yeah, I mean, everything's, is cost per order, and I think, we are able to keep that as minimal as we can with Veryable. Full times with the peaks and valleys that we see a lot more valley than we do peaks, and it's very fast and very short durations of them. So being able to kind of throttle that headcount here has been just tremendous as far as savings.